Yes, yes, y'all. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Abdul Malik Claire, Jerome Claire, whatever it is, man. Y'all already know who I am. I'm coming at y'all with the part 6. Yes, I am. Because I know I said last time there's only going to be 5 parts. But then I thought of something that is very, very crucial to this topic. And the 4 things that will increase your wealth. I wanted to really end off with this. And I probably should have had this at one point during the series, but I've always kind of alluded to it though. I've always kind of alluded to it, kind of mentioned it, kind of indirectly, sort of, but I want to talk about it today directly, and I think it's extremely important. I want to talk about the sponsors first though. www.islambytouch.com. Please go ahead and support what they're doing and help them out because they need your support. Facebook.com/IslamByTouch, Twitter @IslamByTouch. Islam by Touch needs to be promoted. Please do that for me. Please, it's not difficult. You promote your favorite celebrities and all their crap and all their gossip and all their nonsense. You promote your favorite politicians. You promote your favorite athletes. You promote your favorite whatever. Please click that. Go to Islam by Touch. Share the pages on all of your social media. I have way too many people to not have this shared with. Please do that. The Facebook page is like 18,000 people. The YouTube has like 800 subscribers. I don't know. YouTube, I've been very lazy with YouTube, so I'm working on it. Twitter has 6,000. I have way too many people to not have this, shared, inshallah. It doesn't take much. IslamByTouch.com. We can't afford to be closet Muslims anymore. Islam by Touch is promoting the Braille Quran translation into English to the blind community, the blind non-Muslim community mainly. And we need your help, That's it. Just click the share button. You know what's going on. Go to the website. The brother's phone number is there. Like, you can call him and ask him anything you want. Brother Nadir, Jazakallah khair, Allah yarda alayk. May Allah purify all your intentions and be pleased with you. He's the, CEO and founder of Islam by Touch. I'm just a mouthpiece. I'm brought in every now and then when they need me, and I love working with them. I'm not officially a part of Islam by Touch per se. I'm a speaker that's brought in, and I like that. I don't want to be on. I don't like boards. I'm not a board person. I'm not. I'm a speaker. I go on the road, and I'd rather be on stage than in the boardroom, and that's okay. This is what I do. So go there, IslamByTouch.com, and I want to talk about number 5. Number 1 was tahajjud. You know that. Number 2, seeking forgiveness with Allah. Number 3, remembering Allah throughout your day. Number 4, being charitable and being generous. Number 5, being grateful. Be grateful. And I will preface it with a number 6 as well. But be grateful. They're doing 2 things, inshallah, in this video. What do you have? Think about it. Well, I ain't got nothing. If you'd say that to me, if your answer was, I don't have anything, then you need to really reevaluate that. Reevaluate that. You are blessed in ways that you may not know about. Or you may know about them, but you've used them so much that you take them for granted. Can you see me? Can you look at my face right now? If you can, then you have something that a lot of people, including me, don't have. You have your eyesight. You can see things. Allah has blessed you with the gift of eyesight to be able to look at a speaker who can't see you. Right? Allah has given you that. Be grateful. Can you hear me? You don't need the closed captioning thing. I'm sorry. I really need to work on that. But you don't need the captions on your video. You can actually hear what I'm saying to you clearly. You can hear it. Then you have what many people don't have. You have the gift of hearing, the gift of that your 2 ears function properly. Can you understand what I'm saying? Like mentally. If you can, then you have a gift that many people don't have. Some people are, they have mental illnesses. I don't know, they're mentally disabled. I don't know what the word is anymore. It changes. I'm sorry for that if I've offended someone. They have like Down syndrome, or they have autism, and they have other things that may hinder their ability to understand what I'm saying. If you can understand what I'm saying, then you are blessed more than some of the people that are on this earth, or maybe blessed differently than other people on this earth. So if you have all three of those things, then you have a lot to be grateful for. A lot. Be grateful for what you have. Don't complain all the time. I said that in the last video, that we may be 95, we live in a place where we are 95%, at least materially, better than other countries. Yet we complain, for sure we complain more than them. We are in the top 5% when it comes to what we have, and we are also in the top 5% when it comes to complaining. We complain a lot. Be grateful. Be very grateful. We complain about food. We complain, and I don't mean like the food that you buy in a restaurant does it wrong. That's not complaining. That's getting your money's worth. We complain in general. If someone cooks for you and you complain about that, we complain. We don't like this. We don't like that. We don't like plain water. Gosh, people will tell you, I don't like drinking water. If you didn't have water, you would love it. We have to flavor our water. We have to flavor everything. We have to have things just for us. You can't go out and live nowhere else because you're going to complain about stuff you don't have. Be very grateful. Because in a split second, those gifts that I mentioned to you can be taken away from you. I remember there was a kid that was, when I was younger, a long time ago, 300 years ago or so, back in the 90s. Y'all remember the 90s? 94 or 95, I think it was. He was walking home from the library. Bright kid. Going to university, studying, college, whatever, doing his thing. He's going home from the library and he got jumped. And 4 people jumped him and beat him up, and they mentally, they destroyed his mental faculties. They reduced him to the mental capability of a 6-year-old. Just like that. May Allah protect you and guard you wherever you are. But this happened to him. And I remember that on the news. He got jumped and beat up by between 4 to 6 people. They beat him up. And they destroyed this kid. All the potential in the world, they destroyed him. One time. So these gifts can be taken away from you. People die. People lose their eyesight all the time. People lose their hearing all the time. Some of you may be in the process of losing your eyesight or your hearing. May Allah help you with that and make you patient. Be very grateful. Those of you who are in good health, those of you who have all your faculties, those of you who have food for the day, be very grateful, and Allah will increase you with more. He will increase you with more. But if you complain a lot and you incessantly complain, then Allah will give you a reason to complain. Don't complain. Try not to complain. Reduce the complaining tendency that you have. Reduce that. Be grateful. And the last and final one, and I think I'm going to do that this time, inshallah. There are probably others that you could think of, but this one is be very patient. Be patient. Sabr. Be patient. Have that patience. Because not everything is going to stay the way it is now. Certain things are not going to always be the way they are. Your life may be very difficult at this point. And that might be something that is good for you. Maybe. What do you mean it's good for me? I don't know. You don't know how it's going to end up. I remember when I was a kid, I used to love the movie Rocky 3. This is actually a cool story. I used to love that movie Rocky 3 with Mr. T. Mr. T was the coolest superhero when I was a kid. Him and the Hulk, I like both of them. Mr. T's a real person, though. The Hulk really isn't. But Rocky 3, because Mr. T was in it. And Mr. T was supposed to fight Rocky, so he fought Rocky. And those of you who don't know the Rocky series, it's a boxing series and so on and so forth. Mr. T fought Rocky, and Mr. T beat Rocky. So when I was a kid, once Mr. T beat Rocky, I shut the movie off. I'm good. I don't want to see anymore. I'm straight. Mr. T beat Rocky. And I mean it. I didn't even, because I was young. I was only about, 8 or 9 when it came out. A few years later, my stepdad is watching it, and I come out, and Mr. T beat Rocky, so I was like, I missed this. That's the end. That's the movie. But then I'm hearing them talk a bit more. I went to the bathroom, or I went somewhere else, and I came out, and they're still talking, and I'm like, wait a minute, this isn't over? I thought this was over. And, the movie continues on, and eventually Rocky beats Mr. T. Your life may be like that, because Rocky's the good guy. I like Mr. T, and to me, it was a bad ending. But anyways, because I've always kind of favored the villains and things. But you might lose today. Your life may be very difficult right now. Very difficult. And I'll tell you a story again, and just be patient. Please be patient. You are important. You're loved by people. You're valued. You might not think so, but you really are. You're so important. You're valued. You're important to many people. Some of them you might not know very well, and some of them you may know very well. Please understand that you are important to people. And if you think you're not important to people, that's fine. You are important to Allah. Allah doesn't make mistakes. Allah has created you with a purpose, on purpose. So please be patient with how things are going. Don't do things that are going to drastically disrupt your life. Don't do things that are going to harm you irreparably. Because you are extremely important. Even if you don't think so. And I'm going to tell you something about a girl. 20 years old. Goes and at 19,
it's 6:30.
Excuse me. At 19, she finds herself pregnant. And it's a happy time, you know. You and have a kid. 19's a bit young, but I mean, mashallah, it is what it is. Maybe it's not young. Maybe some people are mature at 19. Allah knows best, but that's what He decreed for her. She was pregnant. And, you know, husband is there, and she's there, and everybody's happy. And time goes by, and they're getting ready for this new baby. It's gonna come out. And she's 20 years old. And the baby was born a couple months after her 20th birthday, and baby comes out, and all the commotion and chaos, and the baby's blind. Wow, blind. Imagine the shock of that to your system. You know, blind kids are cool as long as they belong to other people, right? You don't want one. I never heard of a person asking, "Oh Allah, please give me a blind kid." Even me, I'm not saying that. I'm saying it in terms of being facetious. Like nobody wants a blind kid. No one prays for that. You pray for a healthy kid. You pray for a righteous child. You pray for a smart child. You pray for a healthy child. You pray for all these different kind of children. No one ever says that they want a blind child. No one. Even I have to reword it because I'll tell you something right now. It's not easy being a blind person. It's not easy. But this girl ended up with a blind child. Baby. Now, people told her that she should put that child up for adoption. How are you going to raise a blind child? They said. The marriage ended. She was by herself, this blind child. And the family said, you need to put that child up for adoption. She didn't. She didn't give up. She didn't push the stop button on the movie. She didn't close the cover on the novel. She didn't turn off the player on the DVD. She didn't do any of that. She raised up this child, and this child grew up strong, and grew up, even though couldn't see, still did what a lot of people can't do. And you're looking at this child right now. I am that child, and my mom was that girl. Please do not make these drastic decisions because your life isn't the way it's supposed to be. You want to increase your wealth, look at what you have. Be very patient with what you have. Number one, pray your tahajjud, and if you're not Muslim, then please consider Islam. Please bear witness that there is nothing worthy of worship besides Allah. That He is one, unique in His oneness and has no partners. And bear witness that Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, is the last and final messenger of Allah. A messenger in a long line of messengers from Adam, including Noah, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Ishmael, Joseph, Jesus, David, Solomon, Moses, and so many others, peace be upon them, all ending with Muhammad, the son of Abdullah, peace and blessings be upon him as well. Number one, pray tahajjud. Number two, seek forgiveness for your mistakes. All of us have mistakes. I don't got no mistakes. Yes, you do. You just made one in assuming that you don't have any. All of us have mistakes. Number three, remember Allah throughout your day. Try your best to do that. Number four, be generous with what you have. Give to people who may not have what you have. With a clean heart. Don't mention it to them. Give it for the sake of Allah. Number five, be grateful. Look at what you have and be grateful. And number six, be very patient. أصبروا وصابروا ورابطوا واتقوا الله لعلكم ترحمون. to be patient, to outdo everyone else in patience, I'm sorry, and to be mindful of Allah that you may be successful. I am Abdul Malik Clear. Please visit islambytouch.com. Support what we're doing. Support my work. My PayPal link is also there. Do something. Be part of something. And increase your wealth with Allah Jalla wa Ala. Jazakumullah khairan. Thank you very much for watching the video. Click like, share, subscribe, all that cool stuff. And we'll be back with y'all again, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Voiceover on. Tap. Stop video button.